The race to return to the moon is underway, and yesterday a Houston company showed off some newly designed spacesuits for NASA's lunar mission. Axiom Space says the new suits are safer, more flexible. They're designed to let astronauts spend more time exploring the moon than Apollo crews ever could. Teams say they're using high-tech stitching and testing to make sure the first astronauts back on the moon in more than 50 years are ready for the challenge. And from Artemis II's record-breaking lunar flyby to unveiling the first phase of its moon base plans, it's been a busy year for NASA and space exploration. And earlier this month, they unveiled the primary crew for the upcoming Artemis III. Michael Yoshida joins us now with more on how this new space age is reaching and hoping to inspire the next generation. Michael?
Devin, Artemis II helped make space exploration real for people, taking deep space travel by humans, something we hadn't done for decades and which many people had only experienced in movies or TV shows, and put it right in front of them, often in the palm of their hands.
A historic launch, moon base unveiling, and new crew announcement.
We are in a golden age of exploration.
Astronaut Kjell Lindgren says just as his imagination was captured by watching the Apollo astronauts, decades later, a new generation is seeing what's possible.
It is the human and human spaceflight that makes the endeavor so challenging, but it is also the human and human spaceflight that makes it so compelling.
Helping make that connection, NASA's embracing digital media. In 2025, the agency overhauled its social media strategy to better connect with audiences, an effort evident during Artemis II, bringing people along for the ride in ways prior moon missions couldn't.
How cool is that? We get their playlists, we get to see their videos, we get to follow along. The little things that happen during the mission make it real.
NASA's Najud Moranci says going beyond polished, perfectly curated, influencer-type content and sharing real, organic moments and emotions is key.
It's the crew being excited about seeing flashes of micrometeoroids on the moon, the bottle of Nutella floating through the cabin. It's those little things that I think have the most impact.
And for those inspired, but aren't sure where they might fit in this new world of space exploration,
I hope they just keep following along and then let their curiosity guide them. There are so many avenues to supporting this, and it's not just the traditional engineering and scientist roles.
And when you talk about trying to reach a new generation of young people, Space Camp, which Artemis II astronaut Christina Cook actually attended 5 times as a child, the camp tells me that they had a 122% increase year over year in camp registrations in the month following the Artemis II mission. They say different things obviously play into that, but no question the Artemis mission was a big factor. Devin?
That the mission is over, but NASA is still continuing to build off this momentum. Can you tell us more about how they're connecting and engaging with these new and younger audiences?
And when you talk about capturing and making the most of that momentum, it really is evident in their continued use of digital media, especially social media. So following that mission, we continue to see the astronauts, the agency taking up a big part there. One of the things they're doing now is called Moon Joy June, trying to keep that moon joy alive following the mission, hosting a month-long art challenge on different social media each week, prompting people to submit different art submissions. Of course, we've also seen the astronauts taking part, posting some of those submissions, and just continuing to engage with audiences in a more direct way. Again, talking with those at NASA, they say this is all about building on that momentum from Artemis II and just trying to keep it rolling as they now get ready for Artemis III.
Very cool. Thank you so much, Michael Yoshida, reporting for us today from Washington, D.C.